Hello again, I am Blunty. Let me paint a picture for you. The year was 1993, 20 years ago as a matter of fact. Geeks and nerds were not the celebrated, desirable subculture as they have become. You know, these days everybody wants to be a geek. I walked past someone the other day who was extolling themselves, "Oh, I'm such a gym geek." A gym geek! Have you ever heard of such a ridiculous thing? Not in my day, I'll tell you that much. But anyway, it was back in the day when video games and stuff like tabletop gaming and Dungeons and Dragons and all that sort of stuff was seen as a fad that we would all grow out of, and then we would go and get jobs and put on ties and pay our mortgages and do desperately boring things and forget all about things like 20-sided die and crap like that. 1993 was particularly special in that something came on the scene that changed geek history forever. Magic the Gathering. Not a really big reveal, I'll admit, in this point in the video, because the title of the video will probably have that in it. You probably saw that coming. Anyway, Magic the Gathering was special. It was the first of its kind. It invented a whole new genre of gaming. Trading card games. Before that, trading cards were simply that. The collectible trading cards, little pieces of cardboard that you'd collect, and there would be some rare ones you would trade with your friends. And I did used to play Magic the Gathering, not a hell of a lot. I did have a friend who was big into it, and he had boxes and boxes and boxes full of the cards. I don't know how much he played versus how much he collected, and was just out there to try and get the rare chase cards and all that sort of stuff and build the perfect deck. And I never actually heard of him playing very many Magic the Gathering tournaments, but he loved the cards a bit, and through that I got to experience them a little bit. But I was generally more on the side of the Pokemon trading card game, which sort of rode on the back of Magic the Gathering, as did a lot of other trading card games of that time. Magic the Gathering invented the genre and made it popular. It was a runaway success. It was amazing. And like I said, I got really into the Pokemon trading card game, mainly because I was hauled into the Pokemon fan franchise through a mate of mine, a different mate who was a big Pokemon fan, and he wanted someone to play the trading card game with, so he taught me how to play it, and I was hooked. And yeah, I did eventually sort of drift away from that. I haven't played a trading card game in a very, very long time, probably. Oh, it's at least a decade. But competitive trading card games are still quite popular with my nerdy neighbours, my geek brethren, and Magic the Gathering in particular is still going and going and going. Every convention I go to, I see in the little tabletop area, there are two trading card games I see. Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. There may be a few other satellite ones sort of drifting around in orbit, but those are the two. Magic the Gathering is always there. But the reason for all this Magic the Gathering nostalgia talk is because today I got a package in the mail. An unexpected package, a package of mystery that I had no idea what was inside. What was inside was this letter and these 5 sealed decks of Magic the Gathering Planeswalkers. And the reason I was sent 5 decks of Magic the Gathering Planeswalkers and a booster pack, which is down there, that I dropped a second ago. I couldn't be bothered picking up because it was too difficult to do that fanning out thing in front of the camera. I kept dropping the bastard things everywhere. Anyway, the reason I got sent these is because today, apparently, is the launch of Magic the Gathering, the Planeswalkers game. Like, not card game, but actual video game, digital game. It is the 4th in the series, and it's been updated year after year for 4 years running. This is Magic 2014, the Duels of the Planeswalkers. So as I said, it's just come out today, apparently, and I've not played any previous digital versions, so this really can't be a review. But here are some basics I've been learning about in case you're interested in it, which, by the sounds of things, you probably should be. It's designed to be highly accessible to newcomers with friendly sort of voice-guided tutorial missions and the like. But of course, for those who are already neck-deep in gathering magic, the game can get as complex as you let it. This new version introduces something exciting that's, you know, I don't know why it was missing in the first place, but it's something existing players have been clamoring for apparently, and that is a booster pack mechanic, the ability to build and customize your deck either completely from scratch or just by selecting a few key cards that you want in your deck and letting the computer fill out the rest of your 40 card deck with appropriately complementary cards. And it's this long-longed for ability to legitimately and properly build one's own deck in much the same way as you would in the real world, as a matter of fact, that's going to be the big thing for this game, I think. I mean, I honestly can't imagine why something like this was missing from the first 3 versions, because building your own deck is kind of one of the most fun parts, the most creative parts of these particular types of trading card games, you know, outside the actual battling, of course. But anyway, the cards in the game also animate, which is new, apparently. It's It's obviously not essential for the game, of course. It doesn't add anything to the gameplay, but it is nifty and does add some visual interest to what can otherwise be a fairly static video game. I mean, after all, it's a digital version of a card game, so any superficial polish to making it cool looking will be welcomed. There's a single-player campaign mode which has a storyline woven into it, which again is another first for this game series. It's about a wizard hunting down an enemy wizard. I doubt it's very much deeper than that, but at least it'll be something compelling to help move you forward as you travel between planes and battles and such, especially if you're just learning your way through the game. There's also apparently some puzzle-based challenges, which range anywhere from simple to excruciatingly, hair-pullingly fiendish. At least that's what I've read. And of course, outside of the single-player stuff, you can duel against online components, proper human foes with which to sharpen your skills and gloat over their defeated husks left in the wake of your card-flinging magical footprints. There are a bunch of different versions: Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 and the Live Arcade, iOS and Android, and I have no idea whether the different versions are interoperable as far as online dueling goes. That'd be cool if they do. I should have checked that before making this video, but I'm too lazy. And from what I can tell from the screenshots that these guys sent me, they did send me screenshots for all the different versions, the game looks pretty much identical on all the different platforms with, you know, screen sizes and resolutions varying slightly between them naturally. To celebrate the launch of Magic 2014 Duels of the Planeswalkers, the video game, and this year being the 20th birthday of Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast have sent you a bunch of goodies to ignite your spark and begin or continue your own Magic the Gathering adventure. In face-to-face Magic, you battle as a mighty wizard known as Planeswalkers, using spells, enchantments, and creatures to defeat your opponent. Duels of the Planeswalkers provides over 20 hours of single-player plus multiplayer entertainment. This pack contains a sample deck in all 5 colors of Magic, one pair of promotional goggles as worn by the Planeswalker Chandra. I didn't get the goggles in my package, you bastards! I got 5 free decks of Magic the Gathering. I got I got the promotional booster pack, but where are my goggles? I wanted the goggles. It doesn't even have a picture of the goggles, what they look like. I want goggles. And also this thing, which is part stylus and part USB key. I've got no idea whether the camera's actually focusing properly on that for you, but here's a close-up of it, just in case you're curious. It's got the Magic logo sort of reasonably poorly screen printed on there and the logo, and apparently it works quite well. There's a little stylus and it's also the USB key with a bunch of the media assets that I've probably been showing you in this video. The screenshots from the various versions in the trailer and such. And the information I used to inform part of this video, I guess, probably. Anyway, so here's the thing. I have no interest in using these decks, and actually I might keep the booster pack just for giggles to see what's in there. But these sealed decks I have no use for because I don't have any friends who still play Magic the Gathering, at least not that I know about, and not on a regular basis. Maybe I do, maybe I'll keep one deck for myself, but I'm going to give these away. And I'm going to give these away in person because I'm going to PAX Australia, the big video game expo celebration thing that's been running in the US from the guys who do Penny Arcade, if you're not aware of it. And if you're not aware of it and you're watching this video about Magic the Gathering, I can't imagine how those two worlds haven't collided yet, because if you're aware of geeky things like Magic the Gathering, of course you're going to be aware of Penny Arcade, and of course you're going to be aware of PAX. But are you aware there's a PAX happening in Melbourne, the first Australian one, the first overseas one, the first one outside of the US? And I'm going down to Melbourne to be there, and so I'm going to give away 5, perhaps 4, depending on whether I open one out of curiosity. Maybe I'll give away the open one as well if I don't want to keep it, whatever. But yeah, come find me at PAX if you can. I'll be there all day, and identify yourself as a Planeswalker wizard. Say, Blunty, I'm a Planeswalker wizard. Do you have any packs left? And I will say, yes, I have a pack left. Here you are. Or, yes, I have several packs left. What color do you want? Or, no, I don't have any packs left, but thanks for saying hi. But in any case, out of pure curiosity, I want to find out how many people out there, who watch my videos at least, are still playing Magic the Gathering. And are you playing the digital version or the card version, the tabletop version? Or are you playing both? Which one do you prefer? When did you start playing? When did you stop playing? Tell me, just give me your little magic story. Tell me a magic story. Because magic is friendship and friendship is magic. Catch you later.